Welcome to Hubbard's Journey. Today on the Celebrity Edge, we arrived in the port of Pisa, Florence, or really La Spezia. One thing you should know about cruise lines is they will sometimes advertise stopping at popular cities, but the real port of call is in the parentheses of the description. And today, that port is La Spezia, Italy. While Pisa and Florence are the closest major cities and well worth a visit, they are 1 and 2 hours away. If we were to visit, we would probably book the excursion through the cruise line to ensure we get back to the ship on time. So rather than spend most of our day driving to a location and having to limit time to explore, we decided to save the visit to Pisa and Florence for another time and do something closer to the port of call. Today we've decided to visit the Cinque Terre region, and more specifically, visit this region by train using the Cinque card, which is a day pass that allows you to hop on and off the train as many times as you like for the entire day at any of the 5 seaside villages. While the closest village is only 9 minutes from the train station, each village is about minutes from each other, and the furthest point from La Spezia is about 30 minutes without getting off. The Cinque Terre is known for its colorful, century-old homes built into the cliffs of the waterfront villages. Each village is similar, yet unique. You'll find fresh seafood, the Liguria's region's famous pesto sauce, vineyards, a ruined castle, and the ability to swim, and if you're adventurous, a hiking trail along the cliffs. Cinque Terre means 5 lands or villages and consists of Monterosso al Mare, at the furthest point to the north, Vernazza, in our opinion the most beautiful and well-known town for the best beaches, swimming, and restaurants, Liguria, which we skipped due to having to take a bus from the train station, Manarola, another of our favorites. This town is lined with vineyards and cliffs, and the town we wished we could explore more via the hiking trails. And then finally, the closest to La Spezia train station is Riomaggiore. So come along and let us show you how we visited the Cinque Terre villages from the cruise port of La Spezia. We're gonna get a shuttle bus. It's free because you can't walk in the cruise port in this area. So we're gonna take a shuttle bus to the terminal and then we're gonna walk to the train station. So that's probably one of the museums. So going to the train station. Let's go. We gotta go to we're gonna get a Cinque Terre card. It's supposed to be a kiosk or a little booth or something.
How long did it take us to get here? What was the walk like?
It's a 25-minute walk through Google Maps. What I said is Google doesn't always give us the most attractive route, but it is the most direct. I think Michael was a little nervous at first, but then we saw another tour group coming from a slightly different direction. So like I said, not the prettiest route, but we got here. Okay, let's go. Once we figured out which train we were going to take, we decided that we were going to travel all the way to the furthest most point of the Cinque Terre to start our adventures. Monterosso is divided into 2 parts, with the Long Beach area being closest to the train station. If you turn left out of the train station, you'll come to a tunnel that takes you to the old town. Before that tunnel, you can also walk up to the medieval Tower of Aurora. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of time to spare, so we did not explore this area. Instead, we decided to travel down towards the end of the beach and see the giant statue of Neptune. The giant, representing Neptune, is located at the end of Vagina Beach, where the marina begins. In 1966, a strong storm weakened this sculpture, and today, Neptune is displayed without arms, without a leg, and without his trident and shell. Okay, off to the next stop, Vernazza. Just got off the train. Vernazza. We're gonna take a look around. Let's go.
Való, itt kell lenniük. Most a bolyban ez.
Vernazza has a harbor, small beach, waterfront square, and Santa Margherita Church built on the rocks overlooking the sea. And if you are a Disney fan and this area seems familiar, well, it's because the movie Luca used this village as its inspiration. It was a beautiful day and we saw lots of people enjoying the water as well as sitting along the seawall and sunning themselves. You can also find the ferry at the far end of the harbor wall. We didn't do this, but it looked like it would be a lot of fun, although there was a really long line waiting to get on board. We found the best view when we walked to the end of the harbor wall and looked back at the village. Trying to stay on our schedule, we moved on to our next stop. This was another one of our favorites. It was beautiful from the very beginning, and we loved it. This stop is Manarola. Manarola has the largest amount of grapevines that are visible in the large terraced hills above the plaza. It also has a main street lined with little shops and cafes. And once we got to the waterfront, we saw lots of people swimming and sunbathing on the rocks below. We decided to take the long walk around the cliffs to the top of the furthest end of the harbor area. This area proved to have some of the best views of Manarola. We walked up some stairs to a restaurant area and then back down a steep ramp towards the plaza. Well, we just walked all around the perimeter down below a little bit, and now we're gonna walk down this nice little ramp here this way. So we kind of made a little bit of a loop, some stairs. So beautiful. I just can't take enough pictures. All right, we just came to the tunnel. This is Riomaggiore, the last of the Cinque Terre. What we didn't realize was after exiting the tunnel, there was a stairwell to the right of the archways. Instead, we headed up into the center of the town, which was fine because we got to see some of the shops and get a little bit of a bite to eat as well. I'm gonna get a smoothie. Michael got gelato. Pistachio.
Look at what they got.
Lily.
Their prices.
The one nice thing about exploring the inner city of the village was we got to see some beautiful buildings, churches, architecture, and to see more of how the villagers lived. After taking in a quick sight and a few pictures, we headed back down toward we arrived into the center and then proceeded down the correct way to the waterfront area. Once we got down to the waterfront area, we walked along the stairwell to the left side of the waterfront. We got to see some cliff diving and some beautiful sights, a few photos, and then it was time to head back towards the train station. We got back to the train station with plenty of time to spare. With only 9 minutes left to get to La Spezia train station, we were in really great shape to head back to the cruise ship. We were so glad we got to fit in so much to see in one day.